Exactly, the first and most important thing is that they should identify their level, that what is their level, that they are complete beginner, or they are able to. Some people are very good in English subject, that they are good student of English. Maybe they are studying in a CBSE school or ICSE school. So means they know how to read, how to write, and how to understand, but they do not know how to speak due to lack of spoken English environment. But if somebody is coming from Bihar board, UP board, so for them it is very difficult to understand English as well. So if somebody come from like UP board or Bihar board, then they should focus on listening a lot and try to pick some very simple things like small stories and the kids stories, maybe some cartoons. So listen to it, try listening to it. And next point, if you think that your grammar is really weak, you don't have any foundation of grammar, just go through it a little bit about the just tenses or the part of speech a bit and the modal verbs. You can go through it, not very deep into it, but at least you should have an idea about it. So after that, start listening to people. So if somebody is coming from a CBSE, ICSE, or from the good English medium school, they can directly jump into the listening to the language, start listening to it, listening to the content, whatever they like. Choose the content of your interest. Do not listen something which you don't like it, because if you don't like it, you're not gonna listen to it for very long. But if you like something like stories or maybe the comedy, so you would listen to it for very long time. Because many people, when they start their journey, they start needing newspapers because somebody is recommended or somebody is just recommending them to read. So from the first day onwards, they start reading Indian Express. That is not the correct way. Try to understand your level first. Where are you? Don't believe in the recommendations of everyone. So if you are a complete beginner, start with the small storybooks, start reading, start listening to it, and then try to just write down the things also. Try to write down your daily routine, your introduction, write something on your hometown, on your school, about your education, pollution. You can write very simple topics every day to enhance your articulation, to enhance your way of expressing by writing. Then literally you can start speaking to people as well. Start talking like, hi, my name is this and I'm from here. Start with introduction a little bit, 5 minutes conversation, then 10 minutes conversation, then choose multiple topics, very normal topics to discuss with your friends or co-learners. So that's how you can start your journey after identifying your level, and be consistent, because it's a long journey. Nobody can say that you can become better in 30 days or 40 days and 50 days. So you have to be patient enough to see the results. You should be positive and optimistic to see good results in your journey. So that's what it is, because I have been also practicing English for more than 4.5 years. I will be completing 5 years in few months. So till now I'm trying to learn, because there are many things to become better at. If you want to be perfect, if you want to become an expert of the language, you need to work really hard and you need to master everything, and that takes a lot of time.
Yes, yes, you are absolutely right, sir. And it's a true. If you want to improve your communication skills, so you must know how much potential you have. Where you are in English language, and if you know everything about your potential and where you are, so definitely you are gonna work on that. Where have you made mistake? Where you are making mistake related to English language? And nowadays I'm making a lot mistake related to my grammar. And sometimes I may make mistake just because of my pronunciation. I make mistake just because you are able to. I think you can observe me because I'm not able to pronounce better way. Sometimes I make mistake.
Yeah, that's a common phenomena. It takes time to improve the pronunciation, as we are living in UP. So nobody speaks English with the correct pronunciation, even though our teachers, the English teachers also, they would teach you English, but their pronunciation was wrong. So I cannot blame them, but we can improve ourselves by listening to authentic content. Listen to international speakers, listen to the native speakers, try to go on Google and find out the right pronunciation of particular words. That's how you can become better at. And this is not something which you can learn in a day, that today you want to improve your improve just pronunciation, and just after 24 hours you will improve your pronunciation, like the whole. No, it's not going to happen. Every single day you have to learn the pronunciation of one words, two words, three words, like that. Then you will be able to improve that.
Yes, 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 you're absolutely right. So, sorry, here is one more question. There, people almost say that I have a fear of people. I have a fear. Whenever I try to speak in front of anyone, so that time I make mistake. Then people laugh at me. So why? And they always try to avoid all those things. They don't practice in English language, and whenever they go outside. So I think they do try to practice in English language, because if you talk to people, if you talk to yourself in outside, so maybe you are gonna build a good confidence related to English language. You can speak. And what do you think? And why people they scare of people, and why people they think that, oh my God, I'm making mistake while talking to anyone, then maybe people they try, laugh at me, they try to mock at me. Why it's happened?
Yeah, so the first and important thing, do not speak in front of people who are laughing at you in the beginning. In the beginning, you should speak English with someone who is supporting you, okay? Find some online friends. I started my journey online. I used to, after 6 months or 8 months or 1 year, I started speaking in front of everyone. Prior to that, I used to speak with the people online. I did not speak in front of my friends. Till now, I do not speak English in front of my friends because it does not make sense. And why should I speak to them if they are not able to understand the value of communication skills? I should speak English to someone who is able to understand the value of it and who is supporting you. Okay. I don't have to speak English with someone who is discouraging me, demotivating me, not supporting me. He's there to pull my leg. At this moment, also, they are going to make a lot of fun of me. I know that. So start speaking English in front of someone who is supportive and who is learning the language. Nowadays, you cannot give this excuse because there are many platforms: Talk Now, Open Talk, Hello, Buddy Talk, and I would say Speakify, Ace Fluency, Joe Skills. Many more platforms are there where you can speak English with the strangers. And once you become better with it, start speaking with the people. That's how it works. Means you don't have to worry about and you don't have to speak English with the people who are very advanced to you in the beginning. Try to speak English with the people who are on your the same level so you can build your confidence. Because if you're talking to someone, maybe from the first day you are thinking to have conversation with Sashi Tharoor, it is gonna actually break your confidence that you can think like you cannot speak English because you will not be able to understand him. So the first day, try to speak broken English with someone who is ready to learn English with you. And nowadays it's very easy to find online friends. That's how you can do it. And later on, once you become confident, you didn't care about others. Now I don't care about others because now this is my profession. I'm running a YouTube channel. So I don't have to worry about others because I get money out of it. And nobody's gonna give me money if I leave doing all those things. Okay. So I have to focus on my work. So that's how people can do it.
Yes, yes, you're absolutely. Thank you, sir. And one more thing is that I have seen many people just they are running behind fluency. So what do you think about fluency?
Fluency is very important, but fluency does not mean to speak like a super fast train or a private jet. It is all about getting the thoughts without getting pause. Speaking English without getting breaks means you are able to convey your message clearly. That is fluency. Fluency does not mean my name is Ashutosh Trivedi. I am from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I have done my master's in English literature. I'm running a YouTube channel. So that is not fluency, right? That is you are just speaking high speed, and that is not fluency. That people are not able to understand you, then what does it mean? Nothing, right? So you have to speak in a pace that people can catch you. You're speaking English for others, not for yourself. So fluency is to speak in a manner that people can understand you well. There is no actually connection of the fluency with the pace of the speech. Means you don't have to speak English at the speed of 90 just 90 kilometers per hour or 120 kilometers per hour. You're not competing with Vande Bharat, okay? So that's how it is. So you need to speak with a calm manner so people can understand you well. So fluency is very important. Try to build confidence, and then you will be able to become fluent if you speak English every day. For sure, you are going to be fluent because it is a matter of practice. The more you do practice, the better you become, and you will be able to become fluent as well.
Yes, yes, you're absolutely right, sir. It's true. When you speak, when you try to speak in front of anyone, so that don't talk to them who always try to demotivate, who always try to pull your leg. You should talk to them
Mhm.
who always try to motivate you and who always try to talk to you. So and nowadays I'm doing the same thing, and this group people just because I'm also learner. So just I want to improve my communication skills. So that's why I'm here. And sir, some third one is that how can we gain a good confidence? Like now, sometime I stuck in front of you. I'm getting stuck. So why it's happening?
Yeah, the confidence comes from practicing a lot and facing camera and people as much as you can. Okay. The more you do video conversations, you become comfortable, confident enough to express your thoughts. So it's natural thing. It happens with everyone, even though after 4 years and 5 years, sometimes it happens with me as well. If I'm talking to someone, if I'm talking to a native speaker, he's a wonderful speaker, having a great knowledge about the language. Maybe I can get stuck sometimes. And sometimes I just get fear that maybe I'll make mistakes and he'll judge me, he'll get to give me corrections. So it happens. So but the more you do it, you have to face your fears. You don't have to just get rid of, means you don't have to run from your fears. Try to chase your fears. Go on a stage again and again, again and again. Do video conversations more and more, more and more, because this is a journey, this is a process. Confidence can be learned over a period of time. It is not something you can get overnight, that you slept and you took a medicine or you took a tablet and in the morning you will wake up, you will be fully confident. So it is not possible. It is a day to day process. Every single day you will do it, and you will be able to gradually, you will be able to feel that now you're comfortable expressing yourself in front of others. So you're confident. So this is the matter of practice, because I have spent around 4 years, 9 months to the language and in front of camera, because from the beginning itself, like it's been around 4 years I have been on camera, I have been making videos. So then I'm able to do it right now a little bit comfortably, even though sometimes I don't get a lot of fear, to be honest, but sometimes I get that nervousness, I would say.
But you have a good fluency, sir. I know everything about it. And when have you taken session with Roshan? Like at that time you were talking to each other about books. So I watched many times that video and just
Oh,
because
thank you.
you were talking. Yes, yes, yes. I like that video. So that's why. So what do you think about like books or newspaper? People almost, if I talk about 90% people, they are just utilizing their time scrolling short video as well. Whenever they think that, oh my god, and like a newspaper, they don't try to read newspaper like physically, just they try to read newspaper through the mobile. So what is your opinion about it?
It's okay. Nowadays, of course, people don't prefer hard copies. They are very much into, I would say, the reading things online. And it's okay if they are reading online, offline, it's fine for them. Because even though I'm not very much interested in reading, I'm not an avid reader. Nowadays, I read sometimes, but I read online. I don't read books. And but it's okay if they are able to read sometimes, like there was something online, that is also good. But some people are not reading at all, and I'm not a big fan of reading newspapers since childhood, to be honest. Sometimes I used to read, if there would be any World Cup, I would read only a sports page, and apart from this I would not care about the whole newspapers, that what is happening around. So it depends on the people and their interest. If they're interested in reading, they can read, and if they are not interested in reading, just try to watch English conversations as much as you can, because you are trying to learn communication skills. So communication can be learned by observing good speakers, by listening to them. It is not compulsory for you to read, but yes, if you have interest, but reading is helpful to get thoughts. And why reading is helpful, like somebody like who is not there in this world now, like APJ Abdul Kalam, Albert Einstein, Sir Isaac Newton, or many more good people. They are not there on this planet now. So you cannot listen to them directly. So better just read their books, because it is all about their experiences. So you will get the idea that how they lived their life, how they went through all those things in their life. So that's how it is. So like there is a statement that readers are always leaders. So if you are thinking to become a leader, for sure try reading. But I don't think so I want to be a leader. But so I like listening to English content as much as I can, and I like learning from the people, real personalities, or maybe from the content is. Or sometimes I read as well. I can't deny the fact that I don't read at all, but sometimes I do.
Yes, yes, it's the truth, sir. And if I talk about my journey, so when I started my journey for preparing for government job, so that time I used to read books, like it doesn't matter, Hindi, English both. So that time I had knowledge related to math, English, and the usual Hindi. But I was not able to speak English language. It's the truth. That time I had knowledge history, history I was good at. So that time, because of I had dedication and I used to read more than 1 or 2 hours like this. But when I quit my preparation about related to IS, that time I was preparing for IS. But I did prepare. You can say 1 year. Then after that I quit my preparation. Then I went Prayagraj city. So there I started preparing for government lawyer. Still I'm preparing for government lawyer. But there is no vacancy. So that's why I started my journey, English journey, because I was eager to know how to speak language. Just because of my communication skill. So, sir, I have a question for me. Just you can teach me right now. How can I improve my communication, pronunciation?
For the pronunciation, listening to the content is very important. Attentively, you should listen to the speakers attentively. That what are the ways they are actually using to speak right sentences or right words. Okay, you should listen to them carefully and record your own self. Just you record yourself and try to find some words which you feel that you are not pronouncing in the right way, and then you can go on Google and write that word and try to speak it. If you face any difficulties to pronounce some words, and if you feel that there is any actually mother tongue influence in it, then you can write down those words. Basically, what practice I do with my students, that when I ask them to read a paragraph, whenever they do reading, and if they are not able to pronounce some words, and if they are pronouncing in a wrong way, I write down those words in just or I ask them to write, and after that we practice that together. So you need a person who can find your mistakes with the pronunciation or the particular words. Otherwise you have to become that person to find your own mistakes, that you feel that this is not the right pronunciation. But listening is very helpful, that if you listen to the content carefully, or another thing, you can go for the right phonetics, that what are the ways, like we have to pronounce all those just the letters of English. You should learn all the sounds of the language. That is a very deep thing, but if you want to become an expert, for sure you should be good at phonetics, the pronunciation or just sounds of the English language.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you for teaching me. And sir, just I was asking you again and again questions. So please, if you have any question or query, feel free to ask me, please.
Okay, so how long have you been learning English?
I have been learning English for 1 year, since 1 year. You can say.
Okay, and what kind of activities do you do to improve your English, or have you done to improve your English? Apart from speaking
Uh,
to people, do you do some other activities?
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. It's true. And if I talk about my journey, so when I started my journey, so I started from scratch. So that time, I didn't know how to speak, but I used to read English book. And what happened? I had a friend that time. He knew English language very well because he used to spoken very well, speak very well. Then he told me, Sarvesh, this is not good. And if you want to improve your communication skills, so I think you have to speak. Speaking part, it is the most important. It plays crucial role to learn any language. Then I started speaking part. So that time I was using Hypro app. So there I was getting a lot of people. Just I was talking to them in audio call, not video call, just because there was no video call available. So just I started my journey, and then I got a chance to talk to people on Skype group here. Then I started talking to people on video call.
Okay, that's great. Of course, all these things are pretty helpful. So keep practicing and keep making more videos, keep discussing on multiple topics with your friends, with your co-learners. Try to have some friends with whom you can have conversation on multiple topics. Because when you're talking to YouTubers or the people, like, generally you do a general conversation